that's not very good now, is it?
The videos still suck. I'm still not a very good cinematographer, but to be a fool is the price of admission. I'm sure I've read that somewhere. We read all these quotes about how you need to be patient, make mistakes, and then you'll succeed. But then I don't think we apply it. We get upset when we try something new and aren't immediately good at it. I know I do. I can get upset when I try something new and I'm not great at it at first. Take this channel, for example. I started it knowing that wasn't going to be great. I mean, if you look at my first video, it literally is called This Video Sucks. And I knew they weren't going to be great videos for a while, but I didn't realize just how much I have to learn. And it's not really fun. And the thing is, I actually do really love learning. I love finding new things out, new ways to tell a story. But man, I wish I was just good at it. I wish I could just instantly put out videos that inspire people, that tell amazing stories, that connect with the audience and give back to the people watching it. But has anyone ever been able to do that? Has anyone ever been able to pick up a tool and automatically make a work of art? Failure is a huge fear for many people. That's why so many of us never even get started. We get so inspired by these people who have amazing success in their fields, in their careers, in their families, but they didn't just start like that. One day they didn't wake up and say, hey, I'm gonna be the best. And then they were. That's not realistic, and it's not what happened. We look up to so many failures, the people who weren't perfect on their first try. Like Vera Wang. She is now known as one of the most famous fashion designers of all time. But did you know that wasn't her original plan? She actually wanted to be a professional figure skater. She was even trying to go to the Olympics, but she didn't make the team in the 80s. She was at Vogue for 17 years before leaving. And then at 40 years old, she designed her first dress. She said this, when you fall down, which you have to if you want to learn to be a skater, you pick yourself right up and start again. And she did. She practiced what she preached. Or Lucille Ball. When she was in acting school, she was told by her coaches that she had, quote, no future at all as a performer. During the 1930s and the 1940s, she was known as the queen of the B-movies. As the years went on, she starred in the show I Love Lucy and became a household name. She became famous for her comedic timing and her amazing acting skills. And after years, she became the first woman to become president of a production company. Or Steven Spielberg. Did you know he was rejected from USC Film School 3 different times? And yet he has some of the most watched and impactful films of all time. You're allowed to fail. But the thing about failure is that when you fail, it's not the end. Giving up after not being perfect, after making a mistake, that is the ultimate failure. Failure is actually a constant companion. It's like a sparring partner. You can give up because you've been bested temporarily, or you can get up and continue. To hone your craft, to get better with every fall. If you're not allowed to fail, you're not allowed to grow. You're limiting yourself. Failure and mistakes are the price you pay to grow. So what am I trying to say? Go out, fail, make mistakes? Yeah, I am. And I'm saying it to me. To look back on my mistakes is super embarrassing, honestly. It's hard to see how little you knew then, but it should also be kind of comforting to know that you made mistakes, that you saw them, and you were able to move on. And I'm not going to pretend like it's fun. It's pretty hard sometimes, but that's why you need humility. Humility and failure are a beautiful pairing. So here's to failure. Here's to going out and making mistakes and learning from others and from moving forward, even if we don't do it perfectly, even if there are some scrapes and mistakes on the way. And here's to the growth. Here's to looking back on 1, 2, 3, 10 years from now and seeing how not awesome this was. Failure is not the end of your story. It is the ending of one chapter and the beginning of another.